Okay there guys, hello, and welcome to something different. Now I was meant to be recording Gary Grisby's War in the East, but you know, I decided to not do that. Oh, I need to play that game. I need to finish off the series. But yes, we are playing today Revolution Under Siege, and we're going to be playing a specific scenario. I'm just going to wait for this stream just to get up and go and just make sure everything's working. I also need to make sure that the music isn't too loud. Seems okay for the now. That's good. That is good. Okay. Bloody hell. Need to sort this out then. Okay, it seems like everything's okay now. I hope the recording hasn't been affected. The internet dropped there for a moment. It seems to be okay. Okay then, guys. We are ready. Hopefully that music isn't too loud. Just going to quickly alter that a little bit. A little bit too quiet. There we go, that seems better. Okay. Right then. So, we're going to be playing a special scenario. We're going to go to a new game here. We are going to be playing the Polish-Soviet War. So, the Polish-Soviet War of 1920. Poland tries to take profit of the civil war to invade Ukraine and to enlarge its eastern borders. In Moscow, Lenin wants to use the war to spread the revolution into Central Europe. The scenario offer is Sebastian. So, this is 1920, early May until 1922, early June, so about 42 turns, so not a very long scenario, really. And the Poles' objective is to hold Warsaw, and if possible to take Kiev and even Moscow. The Reds' objective is to capture Warsaw, and if possible even take most Polish cities. Here we go, guys. Okay. Now, we of course be playing the Polish army. It's going to be rather interesting. We'll put it that way. Right then, you guys in the chat, can you tell me if the music is a little bit too loud, or do I need to turn it up? Seems a little bit, I don't know, I can't tell. Seems a little bit too quiet on my end. It might be a bit too loud on the other end, I'm not entirely sure. Just wait for chat to tell me if they could be so kind. That'd be awesome. Okay. So of course we have Poland over here, we have our territories, we also have our allied down here, well, not allied with the Romanians. Do we have any Ukrainian forces, though that may come later on actually. As I do believe part of Ukraine did rebel. Let's see. So we have a good number of Polish forces, let's see. Right, sound is fine, I'm just going to turn up a little bit more. I'm trying to make the best of it. Let's restart that music track. It's fantastic actually, I'm using Spotify for the music at the moment. Okay then, so the font is a little bit small, but that's fine. Let's take a look at the force system then. So, if we take a look over here, we have 3rd Army in Koel, which is led by 422 Commander, 1296 Strength, Cohesion 69, Supply 388, Ammunition's not bad. So it's got about 4 turns of self-sufficiency, so their supplies will last about 4 turns roughly. Right, 65 elements, okay. They are all active, more or less. Yeah, superb. Well, more or less everything is active. Yep, everything is active. Fantastic. Right, so the 3rd Army, 4th Army, 6th Army, and 1st Army. These armies aren't as strong. You can see here the command. I mean, this is like a 5-star. This is a division, really, level command. So if we take a look at the 4th Army. Yeah. We have about 21,000 men in there. So it's led by a divisional level commander. I mean, the 3X is a, is it 3X divisional? No, 2Xs? No, what am I on about? It's a, core level command, that's it. 3X is core, 4X is an army, 5X is a overall command. I've got it the wrong way around. Anyway, let's get this moving then. So we have the objectives in mind, which is basically to hold on to Warsaw. We also do need to take Russian cities. The Bolsheviks must be stopped. If we can seize Moscow, that would be absolutely amazing. Moscow's worth a hell of a lot over here. Though getting to Moscow would be very difficult. Okay. So, the 4th Army in Vilnius. We have the 1st Army here in Minsk. Now, as I do not know where the Reds are, well, we do have an indication of a Red Army over here, and that's something to bear in mind. That is the only army I can see for the moment. So we do need to be quite aggressive in our maneuvers to begin with. We have a decent amount of force, but we need to use it wisely. So that means seizing key strategic cities and seizing key strategic choke points. We must be quite active in this war here. We need to keep the war on Russian territory, on the Reds' territory, rather than on Polish territory. Okay, so this army must be dealt with first. Now, if they are to head towards Minsk, they will travel along this rail line. So what do we have here? We have... Right, we have a forest. So as we can see over here, we have forest. It's not the best. It's not too bad, though. Right, weather zones. So the weather is clear and fair at the moment. To the south, we have fair as well. South continental. Yeah. Europe. North continental. Okay. Current weather is clear, however. However, we do have rain to the west. Right, I need one that shows me the terrain. But I suppose this one doesn't have it, that's a shame. Okay. Population loyalty. Okay, so we are entering terrain, well, we're entering territory that is mostly pro-red. Right. Mostly mostly loyal to the Polish. Man, I should have probably restarted this live stream. I can't talk like shit today. Anyway, we're going to carry on. Right, so we have our planes over here, the 7th Air Group. That does give us some reconnaissance, which is absolutely fantastic. I'm going to definitely need that. Though, do I take the... I could take them with me. That 20% defense combat bonus for artillery units in stack is pretty nice. When under attack, okay. Right, a 411. Seniority is 52. Right, he's actually very much the senior here. Surely he should be the commander. He has the greatest seniority. He's about average command. Yeah, they're all about the same. Seniority 1 of 4. So technically he's the most senior. So we have strong morale. Strong morale. Polish, obviously, and entrencher. He should more than likely be the leader of the army. There we go. Have you join again? Is it because you're... Right, dismiss you as a core command. Can I enable you as a core command? Right, you're already a core command. That's because he's a 2-star commander, while he is only a divisional commander. Fair enough. Right, that works for me. Okay. All our forces are active for the moment in time, that's fantastic. Infantry. Music a little bit loud, feels a little bit loud. Right. So how many terms of self-sufficiency do we have there? So the 4th Army, 1st Army has about 4 turns, so they all seem to have about 4 turns of self-sufficiency, that's not too bad. Okay. Right. That 21st Infantry Regiment there has the strong morale, that's fantastic. These 2 divisional commanders are fantastic due to the fact that they have the seniority. Also, the extra morale is very, very nice. I can give you the cavalry. Let's see, can I give you the cavalry? Yes, I'd rather do that. Right, artillery support expertise. Have you in there. See, that is a stack-wide bonus, so it doesn't matter if he's with any of them, but it'll apply to all the artillery in the stack. I mean, we have 32 cannon. Not too much. Signal. Yeah, plus 2 command points. Then what do we have here? Is this a stack? Yeah, that is a stack. Sweet. Is that override? Okay, it doesn't matter. We'll just keep it there for the time being then. Right, so this army is beyond organized. Right then, so defensive posture at the moment. Though defend. We do have, how much rail do we have? We have about 300 in terms of railroad capacity. Right. That uses quite a bit of capacity. I should save that for the larger armies then to get them moving. We should probably move to defend this settlement over here. We do have production, which is useful. Though it shouldn't immediately fall, depends really what they do. Having that port, though, is quite nice. Do we have any sea... well, riverborne elements? Have any riverine elements? No, that's a shame. It would have been nice to have some gunboats. Nonetheless, we'll make do then with it. Now, the 4th Army. Seems like you can't have anything. Fair enough. What I'll do is I'll break off the cavalry should I need to. Actually. We have a lot of cavalry there. What we'll do then is we'll keep a regiment separate as a raid-in force. Okay. The commander is a 422, so he's pretty good actually. Now then. Where is our nearest objective? The nearest objective is actually not very near at all. Right, Kiev. I think we should try to march our elements towards Kiev then. That would be fairly decent. March on Kiev, try to take Kiev. That would be most definitely a good idea. Especially as it is one of our high-level objectives. Then and of course holding on to Warsaw, but if we are proactive and take the fight to the enemy, we can make do. So I think what we'll do with this army then is I think I could move it over here. So we have the forest, though we only have clear terrain over here, we don't have a river blocking, at least acting as a defensive deterrent. So if I push up to here, if I use the rail travel I could be there. Let's see, so 5 days via march, 1 day via train, we need to do that. I want them to take up defensive postures over here, basically dig in. I mean, we do have the forest and lakes over here, so it's a shame that I can't. Well, I could always branch out with a second corps, well, with a division over here, perhaps. The issue is I don't know what sort of strength we're facing from this army over here, so we'll deal with that as we need to. Right then. So down here we have the 6th Army and the 3rd Air Group. We have the 2nd Army Strike Group over here. Interesting, quite a few forces there. The 2nd Tank Battalion. And the 2nd Air Group, okay. We want to have the air groups follow up our forces. Right, so this is over command capacity here. Right, so we have some Ukrainian divisions. Yeah, we're missing commanders down here, really. Okay. What we'll do then is we'll break off this cavalry regiment. Yeah, reconnaissance regiment. I want them to head over here. I want them to do some reconnaissance. Okay. I'd like them to march down to Dubno. It's going to take about 10 days. I can't remember how long the turns are. I think it's about 15 days. It's around about that. Right, motorized infantry. That's interesting. What is our speed then? Right, 150. What is that compared to cavalry? 150, okay, well we could have the motorized along... Oh, right, okay, I see why it's the strike element now. Okay. Right, what do we have here? We have a strong morale and obviously Polish unit. So what we're going to do here is we're going to dump that, and then we're going to take this commander, have him put into the strike group as its leader. Right, there we go. 2,500. Only 419 these though. Very small. There we go. Quite a powerful force, actually. We do have supply in the trains themselves. Yeah, huge quantity of supply and ammunition. So what we'll do then is we'll have this put into the second army. Oh, there we go. So I could be down there in 6 days. That's fantastic. 6 days and we can support this army over here. So we'll have the 6th army cross the border. So what do we have here? The recruiting officer must have 5 conscripts per turn if placed inside a city of level 2 or more. That's fairly good, actually. I'll make sure to use him in the future. Right, strong morale. Actually, I'm going to break off this raiding element. Okay. I want you to move around. Okay. Passive posture. There we go. Okay, move. Right, a conservative attack would probably do well. We'll see what happens anyway. But we'll have this force come to support. They can be on the defensive posture for the moment in time. Right, second army's orders. What I'd ideally like to do is have second army perhaps as a responsive force. There we go. Let's see, so I have the Ukrainian units over here. Let's see, how does that affect the command capacity? Right. How much do we have here? Okay, too much. That's fine. We can use the Ukrainian troops as a garrison then. Right, which of our print... Right, okay. So we'll have them within the city itself. Yep, move down here. Ukrainian detachment within. We do have the 2nd Tank Battalion. So we have 48 armoured vehicles over here. Their speed is very low though. What I probably want to do then is perhaps have them as a responsive force as well, actually. I could do a commander. So what we'll do then is we'll have the 2nd Tank Battalion in with the Ukrainian detachment. So then what I need to do is I need to find a commander to command the Tank Battalion. But at least can make the best use of them. Right. Polish Army Grand Headquarters. Warsaw Garrison. Who do we have here? This is a White Ruthenian. Possibly. Russian White Commander. Interesting. I could have you lead those troops, actually. Okay. The 3rd Army. Mountain Fighter. And Mountaineer. Awesome. Some very good commanders here, actually. Some pretty damn good ones. Right, so strong morale and then the superior tactician. I'll have you command those mountaineering troops. There we go. Now, our main army. Where do we want to march them? I could march them directly on the road towards Kiev, which is probably a good idea. Right, we'll go with well, we'll go with defend. We'll see what happens. Though we'll go with conservative attack. So basically, your side will want to call off the attack beginning with the third round unless the defender is collapsing. Feint pro attack. Your side will want to call off the attack starting with the second round. Yeah, we'll go with that. That sounds about right for me. It's very conservative. Obviously, if something goes wrong, then they'll stop the attack. We'll have you march this way. Okay, we have forces over here. We have the northeastern front. And we have the 1st Tank Battalion. Okay, so we could form something into a very nice, strong shock force. The reconnaissance cavalry can go out here. I want them out over here just so we can see what's coming on. If I could capture that city, that'd be nice as well. Okay. I think for the moment in time, I'm not going to move them. I want to see what happens first of all, and then we can decide. So 4 days for those troops to arrive. The army in Vilnius, I think, will move towards Minsk and have them just march there. Right. Okay. So that's more or less everything deployed and ready to go. We do have some elements over here. The Vistula Flotilla. Issue is they can only move to this area here. Yeah, the gunbound squadron. They're locked anyway. Okay. Apologies about the terrible intro to this. Yeah, I'm terrible and I'm tired. Right, Baltic states. Mobilization, we have no options at the moment. Politics, no options. Okay. No options at the moment. Yeah, so that's the only Russian force that we can see at the moment, or the only red force. Okay, the ancestral enemy of Russia has bided its time. Newly independent Poland has watched the worn-in Russian factions tear themselves up and has decided to intervene in April 1920. The objective of Marshal Pilsudski is to create a Polish-led federation with all the newly independent states between Germany and Russia. The Poles have allied with Hetman Ukrainian nationalists. On their side, the Reds hope to crush their enemy and propagate revolution throughout Europe. World revolution will walk onto Poland's dead body, claims Lenin. But he seems to forget that his foe is well armed and has an important support from France. The aim of the Polish troops is this: while holding Warsaw to occupy Ukraine and Belarusia, Red Russia will be forced to sign a global peace with all of its Western neighbours if the Red morale fails, because they don't control the towns of Minsk, Kiev, Ekaterovslav, can't say this for shit, and Kharkov. Each turn the Reds don't hold one of these towns, they would lose 1 national morale and 10 VP. Okay, so these are our primary objectives, and Minsk, Kiev, the city here in Kharkov. And so we have Kiev here. The other cities are a little bit further away. Dessa would be nice, but it's not what we need, so Kiev, that city, Kharkov. Which was the other one? Minsk. Well, we already hold on to Minsk, so that's good. So these 3 cities over here in this area, this is where we need to focus all of our effort, really. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, we'll save the turn here, hopefully it does not crash on me, and we'll go forward, see what happens. Okay. So, rather uneventful at the moment. The army has arrived over here, we've gained control. 3rd Legion Division has arrived, 6th Army has arrived. Right. The 6th Army, the Constant Regiment has successfully evaded the enemy forces in the area of Uman. So over here that is something, probably a garrison. Chance of success is 82%. Okay. So we've lost 14 planes and shot down 4, we lost 13 planes and shot down 9, not very good for us. Right, these ships are now active, fantastic. Yeah, I think I can only take them onto this. I don't think I can take them any further than that. The thing is, the Reds will have the massive fleet out here. So I think what we need to do is just, I don't know, it's one of those things. Can the destroyers make it? Are they reviewing? Oh, they are actually, awesome. Skirta might as well take them out. Let's see, what do we have in Danzig? We have nothing in Danzig other than the sailors at the moment. Do I want to use them to hold the city, just in case we find ourselves with a Russian landing? We do have a frontier regiment over here. We'll see. We'll see. We do have a force over here, the reserve army. The French military advisors. So, we have loyal staffer. Jesus. French or Greek troops? Damn. Okay. So we'll put the French in with the reserve army. Create corps. We'll have them move out over here. 7 days. Okay. France supports the Polish army. France is very involved in rebuilding and the support of the Polish army. There's a French military mission in Poland with French military and advisors. Units helping Polish troops. Among them is captain named Charles de Gaulle. So not controlling Minsk, the Reds lose 2 national morale and 10 VP. The Eastern Whites gain 1 national morale. The Poles gather a reserve army. Okay. Do we see the White faction here? Oh, sweet. Okay, so we have the Caucasus down here. I don't know if they're independent. Yes, we do have the Russian Whites over here. Fantastic. And how about in the north? Do we have... Right, so we have the Finnish... we do have some elements of resistance. So to be honest, what we need to do is link up with the Russian Whites down here in Crimea. Enable them to survive, and be fantastic. Right, so we move forward without any resistance, that's fantastic. As we know, there's resistance over here at Oman, at least in this area. Okay. Right, you're not active at the moment. May not be a good idea to move you. And we can see supplies are a little bit low, or at least it's starting to run lower. Okay. So we're going to send some supply wagons back. Right, yeah, Livo has all the supply. Have them moved back. That's 9 days. I need them there immediately. Enter structure. We need to push forward. Okay. Then again, be conservative. So we have the second army, we have no resistance as of this moment. Though we are unable to move it because it's not activated, so they'll remain here for the time being. Supply looks to be okay. This army is on the move. Yes, we need to keep moving. Right, what we're going to do here is we're going to cut the rail line. Okay, destroy the rail. I could cut the rail here as well, which would be a good idea. The reason and the idea behind this is to basically help to isolate Kiev to a degree. Then again, I could, I could cut the rail here, but I think what I may do instead is if we move here to the north, move across the river and then head over here, the idea could be to come to them from behind and cut the rail. If I try to have you move across over here, that could work too. And again, we'll keep them here at the moment. Have them cut it. There's no garrison here, so we need to move as quickly as possible, actually. We know there's a garrison here, though. Okay. Could have you head south. Towards Odessa. Okay. Right, we have some reserve cavalry. That's good. Let's have them start moving down this way. And again, if I have them move out this way, that'd be good. It's going to take a long time to get there, however. So we could go with this way. But again, I do need to cut the rails down in this area, so we'll have them march down here. Okay. Right, infantryman. Training officer. Okay, we could have the training officer in here to increase the effectiveness of these forces. Right. Have you captured that? Then moving across to Chernigov. See, now if I had some riverine transport from here, that'd have been amazing. Actually, that's a good point. I might be able to produce a riverine transport. So I'm going to move to secure the city over there. This force we are going to keep on the rails because I want them to be my reserve. I need to keep these tanks really in check. But then again, I might want to move these reserve down to the south. That'd probably be a good idea, like down to Livo. Right, 8 days. That leaves us 150 in terms of rail capacity. Right. We'll take Mogilev. I need to take areas with any supply or any sort of shelter. Taking cities would be good. Okay. I could move towards Orsha. Oh, Seno. Okay, but we do have some reconnaissance cavalry, so we'll send them out first. Well, it's actually a regiment, but oh well. Head for some Minsk. Need to find out what's going out there. Okay. Let's see. Force system, reinforcements. We're fine for the moment. How much is that? 8,000 rubles and 7 conscript companies, 1 ton of war supply. I think 1 is equivalent to 100, so that should be enough. Okay, so we could decree partial mobilization. So it would cost us 8 engagement points, 1 national morale, 13 money, so we could gain either 250, 300 or 350 conscripts, as well as various unit replacements. Definitely worthwhile doing then. So how many engagement points do we have at the moment? 13. So that's 8. Okay, Minogor and the Vistula. This option will allow the Poles to build very strong fortified line with garrison forces entrenched at level 8 in the town of Warsaw in order to defend the capital at all costs. No resources are needed to activate this brilliant will later cost the Poles a political penalty. Interesting. Is there a reason that I shouldn't do this now, then? Okay. I guess I'll activate it now, the Miracle on Vishnu. So I could raise some more money by spending some engagement points, but I couldn't afford that right now. That would give me 200. I could recomplete the rail pool. That cost me 10 war supply and 100 rubles, I guess. They should have probably changed that to rubles. Either way. Yeah, I can afford that for the moment. Or do I? 200 rail pool. Actually, I'm not going to do it for the moment in time. Let's see. Let's go to production. Position batteries. They're very powerful. Though I could go with the armored trains. See, now I can actually build some destroyers and stuff. Though only there. Gunboats. There and there. River barges. Ah, that's a shame. Okay. So that's 2,000 rubles, 10 conscript. Frontier. Mounted infantry. Okay. I'm kind of tempted to go with the armored trains. The reason being their supply as well, and obviously with them moving by a train and being quite powerful, they are pretty fantastic. So I think I'm going to build myself some armored trains. I'll build them over here in Warsaw. How expensive are they? Okay, I can only build a 1 anyway. So that was 20 war supply. Okay. 23,000 rubles is going to take 70 days. I can build some armored cars. I think artillery is the thing that we really need. Right. I can build... Okay. And we'll go with that then. See how the Reds respond. Okay. The battle was Vladimir. Okay. Apparently a defeat, how many men did we lose? So we lost, yeah, that was actually quite bad. 6 cannon lost, that's not good. Okay. Yeah, so it seems like we were facing against red armored trains, some red armored cars. Yeah, Destroyer, Thunder, Soviet Russia, Comrade Blucher, Lightning, Varangian, Death to the Whites, Black Seaman, Comrade Voshalov. So, some formidable forces, not high in numbers but high in strength. Okay. So that's over here. At least we found the Reds armored trains. We do need to try and take them out if possible. They are very good and very powerful formations. Right, the Ukrainian Brigade. I'm going to leave behind the Ukrainian Brigade to act as a garrison here in the city. I'm going to continue to push up. I want to try to reach Odessa. Right, make sure we travel through here to capture that. Right. Feint attack, that's good. The probe. Right, the Whites are under siege over here. We need to try to relieve them as fast as possible. Okay, we do have this force over here. We have the 18th Division supply. 18th Division can move up this way. Okay, Ukrainian force. Hmm. I'm gonna gather my tanks. Okay, we're gonna have you move out. We'll have you travel with the 5th Army for the moment in time. We'll have 5th Army move up to over here. If I can get them here, then I will do. So let's see, how long would it take via rail? So 6 days via rail. We'll approach this position here. Okay. So we'll go to the defensive retreat if needs be. Cohesion's very low right now. So in all honesty, I should probably retreat. But I do have this army that could be there. Right, we'll go with feint/probe attack. I want to try and get to this and try and destroy these armored trains if I could. Right, so we have more armored trains, we have a few forces over here. We have the 47 Fusiliers. Okay, march on Kiev if we can. That'd be ideal. Push up. Right, I need you to cut these rails. Yep, I need you to cut these rails as well. Make it across, and then blow the rails. And so we have an army on the way. Mentionov's column. So we need to move quickly. I need to build some depots soon as well. Okay. Right. Now this is a dangerous position. So we have Cork's column over here at Mogilev. We have a red detachment. I think I'm going to retreat across the river, in fact. Right, one day. Retreat across and hopefully try to establish some positions. I think I'll have the French military mission move out to here, train with the larger army. Okay, we'll keep that army as a reserve force. Let's see, let's check this. The Poles have mobilized a reasonable part of their reserves. We've launched the construction of defensive structures around Warsaw. I wonder how long that will take. Okay. Sweet. So he's getting some seniority. So far we are starting to see more of the red forces in the field. We've had something of engagement, but we need to get things moving. I need to get the tanks over here into the 3rd Army, actually. Right, their supply is actually rather low. This is why I need armored trains. Okay, we'll take out these elements of supply that need to be, well, resupplied. So head to Cowell. Okay. Feint attack, please. Yes, retreat over here. We can't surmount those forces, and I'd rather not fight in a bad position. I'd rather fight over here in the forest. And sub there, Antonio. How you doing? Okay, we'll go forward with the turn. Dun, dun, dun. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, good thing that we've retreated there. Yeah, the Battle of Kiev. Hopefully we can win this unless the Reds gain some reinforcements. I'm hoping that they don't. Right, we have a Polish victory over Ukraine. Well, over Kiev. Let's try not to get ahead of ourselves. So the Reds over here lost 3,444 men, 98 horses, 24 cannon. Fantastic. Right, first round and only round was the 47 Fusiliers, so they were absolutely devastated. That's what I like to see. Good. Okay, so we need to plan our strategy now. Do we stay here and try to siege down Kiev, or do we move other forces and continue to push forwards with the Polish army? Well, the third Polish army. That would be an option. It might be a good option, as we do need to keep on pushing the war into Russian territory, into the Reds' territory. I need to be very active. It's one of those things, isn't it? Okay. So we've still not been able to blow the rails here. I think that's because they're on the passive setting at the moment. Okay. We'll combine our forces over here. So we have a armored trainman, the Death Turret Director, the first Poloticom. I may be able to take it. We do have 2,900 horses, 2,320 men apparently. I could probably take that. So we'll go for a feint attack. I'm going to make sure I can blow the rails at the same time. Right, we do have the supply here. This was supply that was captured. Awesome. Right, we need to dig in here. I do need to take this. Okay, so we have the tank company. We need to move them up. Right, so we do have you here, the second army. And the second army, so what do we have here? We have quite the detachment in here. 353, okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to stay here, we're going to defend and dig in for the long run. We have the force of Pollock. I'm going to have Pollock's force head back to Lvov. Then again, I could have them dig in here. Possibly. I need them to head to a depot. Then again, they could establish a depot for me over here. Right. Defensive posture. So head over there, then I want you to set up a depot in the following turn. Okay, we have our force over here. Let's see. I'll leave you a tank company. That should help you out significantly. There we go. So we're going to move up over here. We don't have anything in here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go like this. I'm going to head towards Cherkasy. I need to head deeper, and I need to cut these rail lines, but I'll stay over here if I can. Well, don't blow the lines yet, because I can use these ones, possibly. But we'll push up over here, and then this army can support from the south, which may be a good idea. Okay. So we have supply over here. They're not quite ready yet. I do have some southeast front reserves. Right, I could have the southeast front reserves move on up. Okay, 4 days. Then I'll move them here, try and capture this so we can make use of the rail. Right, we captured the city over here. Okay. Do we produce anything here? No, but I'd like to build a depot if possible. Right, I want you to continue to dig in. I could build a depot. I could. And hello there, Sockmund. Yeah, I could... Jesus, there's a lot of forces heading our way here. We do need to dig in. Right. Oh, we gained a Lithuanian army. Superb. Right, let's take a look at these then. Thanks to our victory, we captured 500 rifles from the enemy. Thanks to our victory, we captured 1,200 prisoners. We won a battle against the Reds in the region of Kiev. Okay. So they've arrived over here. If I could break these rails, that'd be amazing. Right. Evade combat if you need to. There's a large amount of red forces in the north here. We need to deal with them. Okay, so we have a reserve regiment over here. I'm going to have that moved up. Towards Minsk. Okay, so we have this army here. I could have them deploy in this region here to act as a reserve. We very much need them to be on the ball here. I could march towards Polotsk with the Lithuanian army. The thing is, I could push out from Minsk, though we can't move for the moment in time. We do have some entrenchment. I think this is level 1 entrenchment. So I could move the Lithuanian army out of here, where the rails are. So then at least we are preventing the crossing towards Minsk, and we still have an army in Minsk that's fairly large. Then again, there's a lot to be said for the advance on Polotsk. The advance on Polotsk could be quite good because it would help cut the access for the Reds. I don't know, chat. What do you think? What do you guys in the chat think then? Should we head with the Lithuanian army towards Polotsk? Or do we have the Lithuanian army head towards Borisov to act as a defense there? Waiting for the chat. Bum 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 da 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 da. Yeah. Okay. So we'll have the Lithuanian army move up towards Borisov. Have them on the defensive. So we can deploy them in 8 days via the rail. Should be there before the Reds make it. We do have some entrenchment here, so if we can boost this entrenchment, that would be fantastic. We do have the depot at Minsk. Okay. We start to build some armored trains and artillery in Warsaw. Let's see. Nice, so we have the medical at Vistula. Armored trains. Yeah, the 5th heavy armored train. They're going to take a while. Actually, no, only about 14 days before they're operational. The armored train is going to be about 36 days before it's operational. I very much would like more armored trains. Can I recruit any more? I can recruit another armored train, so we're going to do so. Okay, reinforcements. Grab the forces we need. Okay, so I could try to raise more cash. We do have 21 engagement points, so I can raise some cash. It does increase the inflation, but it does give us a bit of cash. I don't need cash as much right now. I can't afford this for the moment. Diplomacy, nothing right now. Regional decisions, can I do anything? Oh no, I can, yes. Sweet. So... I could requisition, so we gain 121,000 rubles, 4 tons of war supply. I could try conscription so we can increase the amount of conscripts that we have. Reforms, what does reforms do? Organize, localize land and political reforms to increase the loyalty to our cause in the areas. Gain some loyalty. So can I use this, like... Possibly only lands where we have actual forces. But having that loyalty would be quite good. Okay. Right then. I don't think we need to... What about again? I do need to requisition. Surprisingly, I can requisition from Ostprussian. Fine. Okay. We'll boost loyalty in these regions out here then. Right, there we go. Yeah, the Lithuanian army is going to be fantastic. So, the whites in Crimea. So we have the Turkish wall over here. We have the Sevastopol fortifications. I need to put pressure on to help out the whites. I'm very keen to help the whites because I need them to help fight with me. Okay. Polish defeat. So it seems like the armoured train was insurmountable. Well, insurmountable. Which, honestly, I can't blame it. It is a armoured train after all. They're going to be armed with machine guns and cannon, potentially. And whatever forces on board. So fair enough, it was worth an attempt. It didn't cost us too much. Shite. Okay, that was a shame. That regiment has been wiped out. We can see there's about 20,000 men on the way, 5,792 horse, 136 cannon. Their commander's not very good, though. Either way, they're coming. Balajikasi. Ouch. Yam, here we go, the Battle of Borisov. Hopefully we have our forces in the surrounding area march to the sound of guns. Because, goddamn, there's some large armies on the way. Okay, so we have a Baltic victory here by the Lithuanian army. He's actually a very good commander. And he's very poor. So they lost about 3,705 men, 1 cannon lost, we lost 2 cannon and 8 horses. The 2 cannon loss is pretty rough. So they lost some forces in the melee. They lost most of their forces to the range. Let's see. Men showed signs of cowardice. Okay. Yeah, and place artillery batteries opened a devastating fire. Nearby supply source. Okay. It's a good thing that we moved over here. Yeah. That cavalry isn't going to do anything. So we suffered a defeat over here to our cavalry. I do need to withdraw them. ASAP, really. But if it slows down the enemy, that's a good thing. Yeah, so there's some forces over here at Kiev. We did manage to break the rail, though. That's the most important part. That's the most important part by far. Okay. So we have our forces here. So you're not active, you're inactive at the moment, so they're locked in place. They're starting to entrench, so that's good news. I need them to take this here so we can actually gain control of it. Okay. I might go with an assault over here. The red detachment isn't going to be good. So far we've lost 6,443 men. The Reds have lost about 15,918. So what sort of kill to death ratio is that? Something about 3 to 1 at the moment, roughly. But again, they are also fighting the US and Whites. Okay. $20 tons of war. Supply, goddamn. Okay. Right, raid out here. Make your way down to the rail line here, cut it. What's up, Patrick? How are you doing? Oh, shiza. Okay, so we do have a large army here in Odessa. I do need to retreat then. So we're going to pull back. Evade combat. Enter into that structure afterwards. Okay, so we're going to move you up over here. Let's see. And we'll have a second air group move out of here. Actually. So you can move there in 7 days. Right, have that air group move. Invade combat. Right, that artillery is just getting some cohesion. Once it's gained cohesion, we'll move it out to the front lines. Okay. I could move up this reserve regiment. It's only about 800 men, but it's something just to reinforce this location. Okay. I could move up the other elements of cavalry. But then again, I think I move this force over here. 4 days. Yeah, 4 days until they're there. It's a large army. Though, do I just reinforce this area of Minsk? It might be worthwhile just to reinforce Minsk. Though I think I'll just keep my position here for the moment. I can move the reserve cavalry though instead. That gives us about 3,240 men to move out there. They could be there in 1 day. Okay. I could push up across the river here potentially. Which I could do with that cavalry, but I don't think it's worthwhile at the moment. Do I have any cavalry in this force here? No. Okay. Right, we have the naval elements over here. I don't think it would be wise to send them out as of this moment due to the fact of the Russian Baltic Fleet, or the Red Baltic Fleet. I have no idea what kind of standards it is in at the moment, what standard it has at the moment. Right, we're going to push up over here. I need to make sure we take this and hold Kiev. I need Kiev. Okay. So we're out of war supply at the moment. Conscripts aren't exactly great, but we'll move forwards. We can always draw upon conscription should we need to. Yeah, let's see who's winning. Okay, there we go. The streams picked back up. Sorry about that. Yeah, my internet's absolutely horrific. Hence why I don't really stream much. I'm only doing it because it automatically uploads and I'm lazy as shit. Okay, yep, stream has resumed. Fantastic. There we go. Awesome. You guys can always watch it on the channel anyway. It is being recorded and it will be uploaded anyway. So yes, we took out the armored train Zara. That's good news. Yeah, the tanks are actually involved in this. Awesome. Sweet. Tuchankas. Armored car. Fusiliers. Yeah, they were facing a lot of armor here. Definitely. So an 8-4 cannon. Right. There we go, going forwards. Armored train crossing here along with some more forces that, yeah, they were just going up against 45,000 forces then. Regarding music, you try and find any, like, post-Soviet themed music. I was using Russian Civil War-esque music. Right. Another victory here. 71 men lost for 3,000 men killed and 24 cannon lost. Fantastic. Yep, the death to the Directorate. Suffered heavy losses there. The battle occurred with the attacker crossing a river. Any defending unit blew plus to receive bonus modifier from that. Yeah, that's the big thing here. Because we have the river here, we're doing some very, very nice damage. Not to mention that we have the numerical superiority. Red Guards and the Red Banner. Yeah, I know it should be anti-Soviet, but it's hard to find anything. It's like at the moment I'm just using Spotify. That's a great picture. Let's see. Where's my favourite? Let's go with God Save the Tsar then. That's anti-red. Is that close enough? Okay. But that's a very good victory. I hope we can gain some national morale from these victories here. Okay, we have besieged Zadimir, but we've achieved nothing this month. No, it's gonna be copyrighted. I'm just used to it. It's why I have Patreon and PayPal shit like that. If people want to support me, then they can. Special Agent sent into Laveau organized a mission of requisition to gain rubles of war supply. Political agents. Yep, reformed. Sweet. I don't know, there could be some copyright free. I've not looked, to be honest. Okay. The Reds have mobilized a reasonable part of their reserves as conscripts. I mean, we're running somewhat low on conscripts. I do need to increase it. Right. 6th Army has successfully invaded the enemy in the area of Odessa. 4th Cavalry Regiment engaged Reds. We intercepted a airplane formation attempt to perform air reconnaissance in Minsk's main enemy fort. Okay, so we shot down a lot of enemy planes there, though we did lose some few more there. Right. And the region Kiev, the trench network of the 13th Red Army has been disrupted by the attack of the 1st Platoon. Cohesion and organization have been so low, 5th Army was forced to stop the combat in region Kiev. Okay. 3rd Army is committed against the Reds in region Kiev at day 5. Thanks to our victory, we captured 1,500 rifles from the enemy and about 1,000 prisoners. Yep, we actually gained some national morale there, fantastic. So that means they'll most likely have lost some. Yeah, heavy victories here. Heavy victories. So their losses will have increased here. Yeah, 21,565. We've captured 3,300 Reds now. Good, and we've gained control of this rail network. Superb. So what we'll do then is we'll leave the planes over here. I can move up the supply. I think we captured 2 supply as well. That's awesome. Right, so... let's see... The 3rd Army is a stronger army. Let's move some tanks into there. Tanks and artillery, ideally. In fact, if I can move it all in there, I'll be happy. 3rd Army needs to be a strong army. Okay. If I can give each of these commanders tanks, that will improve their abilities significantly. There we go. Actually, I should give these guys a supply. Right, this force needs to be sent to Lvov. Well, sorry, Kabul. No. Lvov. Lvov. 19 days. Need them there faster. 9 days before they arrive. Okay. We do have some supplies arriving, so that's good news. We'll get them in there ASAP. The 5th Air Group is here at the moment. We are starting to run low on supply here. We need to have them sent to the rear to resupply as well. Okay, into that settlement. Right, we have our force over here, the 8th Army. We'll have the 8th Army come out, but they are running out of supply as well, so we need to get them out there. Whoops. Right, we'll send these 2 supply elements back to Lvov. And to the settlement as well. Okay. So we have our raiding element over here. Quite deep. We do have the operational group supplies. Okay, just cut these rails here. Cut that rail. Move over here, then cut those rails too. Then again, these rails don't actually matter, do they? So we'll cut these rails, then head over here, cut these rails if we can. Possibly head here. Ooh, don't disband. That'd have been bad. Evade combat if necessary. Okay, we are active here. Region's been pillaged. Okay. We could go for the assault over here, though I don't know if that's wise. There's not much here. We have the Southwest Front Grand Headquarter, the Great Headquarter. Though with forces only across the river being fairly strong, I don't know if it's worthwhile. Then again, we do have some excellent forces here. We also importantly have the platoons of tanks. So yeah, let's see. Disrupt to this element will inflict on opposing elements a higher cohesion loss and chance of routing. It will also remove 1 entrenchment level to the enemy's stack during each battle. That's actually incredible, to be honest. So they're absolutely amazing for disrupting and destroying entrenched units. And that's per round during each battle. Well, one entrenchment level to the enemy stack during each battle. So each battle, so not per round, sorry. Armoured support. The armoured unit provides tactical and morale support to the infantrymen when they attack, a bonus of 15% to the attack value and 15% to the assault value for all kind of infantry and militias. Sweet. Fire support. This unit possesses a defensive and mobile firepower that impede enemy reaction, plus 1 initiative bonus in battle and a bonus of 15% to the fighting value when it is under attack for the whole division unit it belongs to. That's fucking insane, man. So for us to have these tanks in each of these elements is absolutely incredible. Well, I have them in most. I did leave some over here, actually. And I could go potentially for the assault, but I'd rather siege them out. I think we might go for the assault then. We'll go for the assault. We'll go for the faint probe and see how that goes. The 3rd Legion here can remain on the defense and hold the line as necessary. Supply's going to be moving up. 5th Air Group is there on station. We do have the cavalry here. I do need to move them across. Destroy the rails. If I can destroy rails here, that'd be an amazing thing to do. So I've destroyed the rails here, so if I can break them here, then that cuts off access to Kiev. So then if I can destroy the rails out here, then we can destroy access to Kiev. We have massive amounts of forces over here from the Reds, so we are going to have to hold in this region. So basically we've got a defensive posture in the north and then a offensive posture in the south. But the south is where it matters in terms of the offense. We can defend over here. I mean, Minsk is a city that we need to hold on to, but we'll make it last. I do have artillery over here that could be moved towards Minsk to help with defense. Oh, which is sweet, we have some new commanders. We have recruiting officer, infantryman, training officer, so he's actually pretty damn good. Armored train, just needed to gain that. What's the word? Cohesion. Right, create you into a call. Right, divisional command. Okay. This is a good commander. I'll have him move out towards Minsk. I'll have you move towards Minsk. We'll have these forces. Well, they can't move at the moment. But we could have them join over here. Because these forces can't move. Let's see. I could always have him join the Lithuanian army. That would be a good idea. Right, so move out and join that force. 10 days. The heavily armored train that we have over here then. The 5th heavy armored train. I could have you break away and join with this force over here. Have them move out and join. Right, cannot reach the destination. Oh, okay, interesting. They may not be ready yet, but 10 days until they arrive. I'm still holding this position here. I could cross the river here potentially, but I don't want to jump the gun. Right, they're still here. I need them to cut the rails. Evade the enemy if you can, but cut those rails. Right, we have a formation over here. I may want to potentially move something. We do have 399 conscripts, 47 war supply. I could do with actually raising some more troops. Right. Are these conscripts? Right, they're conscript. That's fine. Okay, I need to spend the rest on reinforcement. Okay. Actually, I think it may be 1 to 10. I can't remember what the ratio is. It might be different in Twin Door Wars, to be honest. Oh, right, they're not quite ready yet anyway. Home politics. No more mobilization. I could raise some more money, though, so I'll do that. Okay. So we'll go forward. See how things turn out. Ideally we can storm Kiev and take the city, and then we can focus on defending it. But taking it will take even more national manpower. Sorry, national morale away from the Reds. Yeah, they were destroyed. Come on. 51,000 men, you can do this. You have tanks, you have armored trains. Artillery, you can do this. Okay, Polish victory. Low losses here. Fortress troops and elite infantry were taken out. Let's see. I mean, that's a decent commander as well. Bum, ba, bum, bum, ba, bum. Okay. Yes, that destroyed enemies in that turn. Jesus, 67,000 men. Hopefully some of these forces may march to the sound of guns and reinforce them. They will have marched across the river, so we'll have to see. Right, Polish defeat, but it depends on whether we're pushed out of the territory. Which we are. Right, they're marching on to Minsk. Only a small element there. And they were roundly defeated. 210 men lost for 5,494 Reds. 24 cannon. Looks like they got ahead of themselves there. Okay. Cavalry's gone. Right, the second battle of Kiev. Fairly even here. It could go either way, but I think we have the numbers, we have the firepower, at least we should have the firepower. Yeah, we got this. Polish victory. So we inflicted about 4 times the losses here. Alright, I would much preferred if we inflicted more. Let's see. Okay. It's only the one chord over here. 32 elements were committed. So that wasn't such a large force. Okay, second round we suffered very little. Well, not a very good commander, so that did definitely help us out. Shite. Right, we need that cohesion to replenish. Did we actually capture Kiev? I'm not entirely sure. Yes, we have captured Kiev, so Kiev is under our control. Fantastic. Okay. So we are at level 2 entrenchment over here, but we do urgently need reinforcements. Right, you need to join that force. We need to get this supply into the army. So they need to be sent back to Lvov. Okay, the Polish detachment can be sent. Okay. Right, this force is recovering. I can have them sent up to Kiev in 4 days. Right, 4 days they need to be there ASAP. Need them in position. We need supplying this force over here. They can't move at the moment in time, so it's not too much of a bother. Okay, have the Polish detachment sent out here. First strike group. We'll have you resupply here as well. Right, heavy traffic. Shiza. Damn, so Minsk has actually fallen. Not good. Okay, that's a shame. So, we did win the battle, but we did lose the city. I mean, there's a massive amount of force there. I suppose that has been a sobering experience. We've taken Kiev, but we lost Minsk. Right. Yeah, they forced their way through here. We can combine forces over here. Did we get those new commanders in? Right. We did actually. There we go. Right, we do have a decent amount of force, so it depends really. We can try to make something happen. The trains aren't ready yet. Okay. We can keep up the pressure in the south, we can retake Minsk in time. Build on more infantry. Okay, do we have any decisions here? No, not right now. I can spend something here to, let's see. Yeah, we need some conscripts. Okay. Fair enough. Losses, 13,633, so quite heavy losses there. The Reds have lost 46,000 men. The West and Whites haven't lost too much. There's some Greens active. Yeah, the West and Whites are actually pushing, which is absolutely fantastic. If they can keep that up, that's going to make things happen for me. Alright, break those rails if you can. Need to make things happen. We gained quite a bit there. Okay, we'll go forward. Need to hold here at all costs. Maybe easier said than done. We do have the river crossing, so we need to hope that helps us. I mean, I could put an army inside Kiev itself, but... That's not good. Okay. I'll take it as a victory then, whatever. Ah, nice. There's a lot of forces on that way, though. It doesn't matter, as long as I can cut those rails. Shite. Okay, I'm trying to buy time here for the Western Whites. I could head towards Odessa. Okay, so we still hold on to the region. That's fantastic. We do have extra forces in the region now. So 549 Reds. Let's see. Right, these forces here, could I have them inside Kiev, perhaps? It'd help if I could see Kiev. Add them into the settlement then. And again, that's 8,000 men, I need that. Actually, I just actively made myself weaker. Right, just have them there in the area. I got you in the wrong one. Possibly. Okay. Um, We'll hold our position for the moment. I need extra forces over here, to be honest. Need those trains to be ready. Right. That's a huge army. All we'll do then is we'll move over here. Sever the rail access. Then we can try to work on taking care of the army in Minsk. I need a Grand Headquarters to command that many forces, really. And I could in one army have more, but it wouldn't be too good. Okay. Four command points. Get them there into the first army. Has that made them less powerful? Apparently so, okay. Interesting. We'll keep them separate then for the time being, if needs be. I wish I had gunboats. Gunboats would have been amazing. Okay. At least we have the heavy armoured trains in the area. That's going to make a big difference. Yeah, 46 armour. 95 pieces of armour. I can't afford any position batteries for the moment. I think I'll recruit some militia in each of the towns just to have a garrison. Oops. Oh, first Polish supply. I can't move at the moment. Oh, you have more than enough supply. Okay. So we have two armies here. We have the makings of another army. Potentially we could take them on the defensive. Right, they have a 10% penalty, which is not very good. Well, it's not very large. The AI obviously has some benefits and advantages. Okay. Let's run this way. We did manage to cut the rail though, that's fantastic. Okay, we could cut the rail and move this way, that'd be good. Cut the rail over here as well. I mean, cutting the rail does definitely help us out significantly. I may potentially in the future... Actually, I think I might move towards here. So we'll go for a faint probe attack and see what we can discover. But if I can take this town here and then proceed forwards... Maybe get some reconnaissance going, that'd be good. I need information more than anything. Hello there, NNA. They need to retreat. Right. So we suffered a defeat that, obviously. If they could retreat, that'd be good. Ooh. We may have a chance here. Right, yes, we achieved a Polish victory here. Inflicted 5,000 casualties. That was fantastic. I did not expect them to actually advance on us. Yeah, I mean, they crossed the river. That did hurt them. Okay. That was good. That was very good. Right, Sevastopol is under siege and bombardment. Well, bombardment by the sea. Okay. But that was a good battle. That was very good. They've now been separated from supply. That's fantastic. So what we'll do then is... We are running out of supply here. We need to move over here, really. We need to advance on Minsk and drive this army out. Okay. We aren't active here. Well, we're not... It's inactive at the moment, but it's still able to move. I'd rather be completely active and fully ready to fight. So the commander's over here. We'll have you in the 3rd Army. Your abilities could come to be quite handy. Ah, so we have the Ukraine Republic Army. Oh, fantastic! Well, at least I have somewhere to put these Polish, well, these Ukrainian forces now. Superb. Awesome. That's very good news. Very good news. I am doing good, my friend. Okay. The Ukrainian nationalists have a new unit available, which may be built in Ukrainian towns they control. They also receive free replacements. Oh, fantastic. Very nice. So I wonder if the Ukrainian nationalists become active as a faction. They're not shown here, but they may just appear by event, possibly. Right, I'm unsure what our combat power is, but apparently it's not that great. Okay. They've lost 52,000 men so far. I mean, I can't contemplate even marching on Moscow yet. 392, it doesn't seem like they're going to be starved out anytime soon. But we can keep up the siege, and eventually we'll be able to destroy them. Okay. Replace these losses. Okay. So we have a good amount of rubles where I need more conscription. Ah, well, there we go. Experienced a crash here. So I guess we'll call it here. I think I can carry this on in the future, but if you guys are new, and do consider subscribing. And to those of you who are able to, then I would ask that you possibly support me on Patreon, because I'm sure as hell not going to receive anything from this with copyright. That's my shield for the day, so thank you for watching, guys. I know it's a terrible start to the live stream. But anyway. You'll be able to see the rest of the video on the channel if you've not seen the start, so until next time, goodbye for now. Have a great day, or evening, whatever you're doing. Until next time, goodbye for now.